To North Korea, if we can. New images were released today showing a gleeful Kim Jong-un overseeing the missile launch on Tuesday. How concerned are you about whether we might be actually headed for war here?
You know, Jake, this is something that I've been talking about for years, from the time that I ran for Congress and ever since I've been here, talking about how real this threat is, because this has been very real for the people of my home state of Hawaii, who have long known that North Korea's continued growing capabilities put us squarely within range of their intercontinental ballistic missiles. The fact that we are in this position today, where we have no good options left to us, really is a failure of past leadership, both Democrat and Republican. And so the only viable option that I see before us today is a diplomatic one, and that can only be pursued if two things happen. One is that we negotiate directly with North Korea and Kim Jong-un. And secondly, in order for those negotiations to be successful, we have to understand why Kim Jong-un is holding on so tightly to those nuclear weapons, because he sees them as his only deterrent from the U.S. coming in and trying to topple his regime. And he knows this because of our track record. He looks back to Iraq and how we overthrew Saddam because of false intelligence and weapons of mass destruction. He looks to Libya, and we see how even after Gaddafi was promised by the U.S. that if he gave up his nuclear weapons, we wouldn't go after him, then we went after him and took him out. He looks at what we are still doing in Syria and trying to overthrow the Syrian government of Assad, sees what's going on with Iran and how people in the administration and Congress are increasing this rhetoric to go after Iran and overthrow their government. So there's a long track record here that must end, not just, through words, but we actually have to end this regime change policy for North Korea to see that we're serious about peacefully negotiating to de-escalate and ultimately denuclearize the Korean Peninsula.
All right, Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard of Hawaii, thank you so much. Always good to see you.
Thanks, Jake.